Have you ever thought about how the things you do every day might affect your health and ability to live past 70? The decisions you make now can have a big impact on your health in the future, whether it's sitting too much, drinking too much wine, or having trouble sleeping. We'll talk about some shocking habits that can hurt your life as you get older in this video. We will also show you how to make some simple but important changes to your lifestyle that will have a huge effect on your health, happiness, and longevity. Finish reading this article to learn what the healthiest places do and how you can start living longer right away. Before we begin, I want to invite you to stay until the end, because I'll be sharing one quiet insight that may help you feel more connected to your purpose, no matter where you are in life. If these reflections speak to your heart, please click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so we can continue growing together. And just so I know you're here, type in the comments, "I'm here, and my purpose still lives." It's a powerful way to claim this moment as your own. Now let's begin. If you're an older person who has trouble falling asleep, raise your hand. Almost half of all seniors have trouble getting a good night's sleep. This is because insomnia and other sleep disorders are common in older people. Not getting enough sleep has long-term negative effects on health that go beyond making you sleepy the next day. The study found that not getting enough sleep is linked to a 33% higher risk of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. As you age, getting enough sleep is very important for keeping your brain healthy. Now, let's explore some proven strategies for improving your sleep quality and maintaining brain health. The next thing we'll talk about is drinking, which may come as a surprise but is important for older people. How much did you know? 13% of people age 60 and up say they drink too much in one sitting. Too much alcohol is bad for your health, especially for older people. The truth is much scarier than the short-lived effects of drinking, which most people think of when they hear the word hangover. Overeating on a regular basis can hurt your brain and memory, which can make you more likely to get dementia. Alcoholism has effects that go beyond the brain. If you don't treat it, more damage to organs like the liver can lead to serious health problems or even death. Still, optimism stays. Limiting the amount of alcohol you drink has many positive effects. Cutting down on alcohol use may help your brain work better, lower your risk of depression, and make you live longer and healthier. If you stop drinking so much and skip that nightly glass of wine, think of all the good things that will happen. To keep your mind and body healthy as you age, you should begin these actions right now. I'd like to talk more about a vice that is just as bad for your health as drinking too much, but is much harder to spot. You might be doing something that is affecting you right now, and you don't even know it. Because of this habit, you sit for long periods of time and don't move around enough during the day. About 25% of adults over 60 do not do any kind of exercise. That means that almost a quarter of all seniors aren't getting enough exercise during the day. Some of you may be asking, so what? I need a break. But remember that being inactive is bad for your health in a lot of ways, not just a few minor ones. Heart disease risk goes up by 45% for people who don't exercise. It looks like almost half of the people are just sitting there. It's still not done. Your scary 60% chance of getting diabetes goes through the roof. Not being active can make you 20 to 30% more likely to die before your time. This is one of the scariest facts. Do you think it's necessary to go to the gym every day to avoid these risks? The good news is that the answer is no. To get big health benefits, you don't have to become a fitness fanatic or spend hours at the gym. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that adults who do 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, which is about 20 minutes a day, have a 31% lower risk of dying before their time compared to those who don't do any exercise. This level of activity can include things like walking, gardening, or even hard work. It's important to make sure you move around often, and don't let long periods of inactivity take over your day. You can greatly improve your health and longevity by adding a small amount of moderate exercise to your daily routine. This will lower your risk of many serious diseases and make your life better in general. Now comes the really cool part. People who live in the blue zones, places in the world where people often live past 100, don't depend on expensive gym memberships or intense workout plans. Instead, they move around naturally as part of their daily lives. They regularly get moderate exercise throughout the day by doing things like cooking, gardening, walking to the store, and using hand tools. They get what feels like a mini workout every 20 minutes and don't even know it. This way of life teaches us something important. The key to better health and longer life is regular, easy movement instead of occasional, hard exercise. What does this mean for our lives? It's easy. We should move around more, but we don't need to worry about it. Adding small, fun things to our daily lives can have a big effect. After dinner, go for a short walk, work in the garden, or take the stairs instead of the elevator. Small changes like these made over time can add up to big health benefits over time. Don't forget that living better is more important than living longer. Moving around regularly can help you control your blood sugar, lower your risk of heart problems, and speed up the healing process after a long illness. Being active also keeps you from becoming weak as you age, which makes it more likely that you will stay independent and not need to go to a nursing home. The important thing is to find activities that you enjoy and that fit easily into your daily schedule. You could dance in your living room, play with your grandchildren, or join a walking group in your area. The most important thing is to keep moving, whether you're taking a stroll through your neighborhood, helping out at a community garden, or even just making silly games with your grandchildren. If you enjoy these activities, you'll be more likely to keep doing them, which is good for your physical and mental health. These changes are good for you and will last. Your body and future self will thank you. Let's talk about something that might surprise you even more than the well-known dangers of drinking too much. It might surprise you to learn that being alone can be just as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. You did hear that right. Being socially isolated isn't just a sad or lonely feeling. It's also very bad for your health, especially for older people. It's shocking to learn that almost a quarter of adults aged 65 and up are socially isolated. That's a lot of people who don't have meaningful connections with other people every day. Please leave the first comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. What's the big deal about this? Isolation from other people has been shown to dramatically raise the risk of dying too soon by 50%. This is just as bad for your health as smoking or being overweight. Our bodies and minds can suffer a lot when we're cut off from other people. According to research, seniors who don't have many friends have a 30% higher risk of dying early than seniors who do have many friends. But loneliness can also lead to depression, anxiety, and memory loss. You might think, I'm good by myself. I don't need many friends. But think about this. Having a strong social network is very important in the so-called blue zones, where many people live to be over 100 years old. These 100-year-olds don't spend their days by themselves. They are very involved in their communities. To stay healthy and live a long time, they keep in touch with friends, family, and neighbors on a regular basis. There is a lot of evidence that making and keeping strong social connections is important for living a long and healthy life. Getting to know other people, doing things in your community, and maintaining relationships can make your life a lot better and lower the health risks that come with being alone. So, even if you're happy being alone, making friends and reaching out to others can do a lot for your health and longevity. What does this teach us? The most important thing to remember is that we need to work hard to stay in touch with other people. You don't have to become socially adept overnight. There are easy, doable ways to make and keep meaningful connections with other people. For example, you could join a book club, a gardening group, or a walking club, all of which are related to the things you like. Performing volunteer work is another great choice. Not only does it help you meet new people, but it also gives you a deep sense of purpose and satisfaction. People in blue zones often live with their families, which makes the bonds between generations stronger. You may not want to live with your kids, but spending time with them is good for your health. Being a part of a faith-based community has also been shown to make you live 4 to 14 years longer. It's not just about religious beliefs. It's also about being part of a community that helps each other and gives people a sense of purpose and belonging. Health behaviors also spread to others. If you hang out with positive, health-conscious people, you're more likely to start doing the same things. It's like having your own personal cheerleading squad for healthy living, pushing you to make good decisions and keep going. Adding social connections and supportive environments to your life will make you healthier and happier. Let's come up with a plan to deal with social isolation. Start with easy-to-handle steps. Get in touch with a friend you haven't talked to in a while, join a community group in your area, or spend more time with your family and friends. No matter what you decide, remember that staying connected isn't just about having fun with other people, though that's great too. It's also about protecting your health and maybe even living longer. It's well worth the work to keep these connections going because they can have a huge effect on your overall health. Now, let's discuss your diet, which may be even harder to change than drinking less alcohol. You may think you're eating well, but here's a shocking fact. In the US, about 1 in 3 older adults are either malnourished or at risk of being malnourished. There are many people in that group who might not be getting the nutrients they need for good health. Not getting enough nutrients doesn't just make you tired or lack energy. It's also very bad for your health. Not getting enough nutrients can shockingly raise your risk of getting chronic diseases by 50%. In other words, what you eat or don't eat can greatly change how likely you are to get heart disease, diabetes, and other serious health problems. To get the right vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients, watch what you eat. Try to eat a wide range of whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains at each meal. If you're unsure what nutrients you need or how to eat better, consult a doctor or dietitian. They can give you personalized advice. Taking these steps to improve your nutrition can make a big difference in your health and keep you from getting sick from bad eating habits. What's going on here? As we get older, our bodies go through changes that affect what we need to eat. Many older people don't get enough of the vitamins and minerals that they need, like fiber, vitamin B12, calcium, and vitamin D. Not only are these nutrients cool buzzwords, but they are also very important for our health and making sure our bodies work right. But it's not just about what we're not getting. What we eat also matters. There are a lot of us who eat processed foods and a lot of fat, which can be tasty, but ultimately bad for our health. It is common knowledge that these foods can make you fat and cause a condition called metabolic syndrome. A group of risk factors including high blood sugar, high blood pressure, and abnormal cholesterol levels can cause metabolic syndrome. This can then lead to serious health problems like heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. To solve these problems, we need to focus on a healthy, well-balanced diet that adapts to our changing nutritional needs. This means eating a wide range of whole foods that are high in nutrients, like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, and limiting the amount of processed and high-fat foods you eat. Eating healthy foods can improve our health as we age. What foods should we eat to stay healthy and live a long time? People who live in blue zones, places where people often live to be over 100 years old, can teach us a lot. A diet mostly made up of plants. About 95% of what they eat comes from plants. is their diet secret. This includes a lot of different kinds of nuts, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. A diet like this is linked to lower death rates and a lower risk of getting chronic diseases. But there is another important thing to think about that is often forgotten: staying hydrated. How many glasses of water do you drink every day? As we get older, we tend to lose our thirst sensation, but our bodies still need to be properly hydrated to work at their best. Dehydration that lasts for a long time can hurt our health badly, affecting our aging organs and raising the risk of health problems like kidney stones, urinary tract infections, and even memory loss. To stay properly hydrated, try to drink a lot of water every day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Adding foods like fruits and vegetables that are high in water to your diet can also help you stay hydrated. Regularly recording how much water you drink and making sure you stay hydrated is important for your health and can help you avoid the problems that come with being dehydrated. Eating a plant-based diet and drinking enough water can improve your health and help your body as you age. What can we do to improve our health and well-being in a big way? To begin, pay attention to a few important areas: eating more whole plant foods, drinking enough water, and eating less processed foods. To eat more whole plant foods, you should eat a wide range of fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds every day. These foods have a lot of fiber, antioxidants, and important nutrients that are important for staying healthy and avoiding chronic diseases. You can support your body's natural functions and improve your health as a whole by choosing these nutrient-dense foods. Making sure you stay hydrated is just as important. Many people don't know that as we get older, we lose our ability to feel thirst, which can make us constantly thirsty. Dehydration can make it harder for the body to do its job, raise the risk of kidney stones and urinary tract infections, and slow down the aging process. Try to drink a lot of water every day, even if you don't feel thirsty. You can also stay hydrated by eating foods that are high in water, like oranges and watermelon, as well as vegetables and fruits like cucumbers and celery. Please leave the first comment below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me and that you think these lessons are helpful. Thanks for your time. The 80% rule is another useful idea that came from the Blue Zones. Based on this idea, you should stop eating when you're about 80% full, instead of waiting until you're full. This way of eating can help you control your portions, stay at a healthy weight, and not eat too much. By paying attention to your body's hunger signals and controlling your portions, you can better control how much food you eat and avoid eating too many calories. Remember that you don't have to completely change your life overnight to make these changes. It's important to know that small changes can have a big effect on your health. It's not necessary to make big changes to see real progress. Instead, work on adding these healthier habits to your daily life little by little. It may only seem like a small change to skip the drive-thru and choose healthier meals, but these decisions can have big health benefits over time. By making small changes over time, you may be able to lower your risk of chronic diseases, feel better, and even live longer. We've talked about some habits that can hurt your health as you get older, but it's important to remember that making positive changes doesn't have to be hard. Small changes that you can keep up over time can add up to big improvements and help you live a healthier, happier life. We've talked about many topics today, from the risks of not getting enough sleep and drinking too much to the risks of not being active and being alone. We've also talked about how important it is to keep in touch with people and eat a healthy, plant-based diet. These small, regular changes can have a big effect on your health and how long you live. It's your turn now. Think about what you've learned today. How are you going to use these ideas in your everyday life? Leave a comment below with one important thing you learned that you are going to use. People can be motivated by your actions and experiences to make positive changes in their own lives. Thank you for spending a moment with us. If today's message brought you comfort or clarity, we'd love to have you subscribe and click the bell to stay close to our community. And here's a gentle challenge. Send this video to 5 others. Sharing light expands it. Some say the universe rewards those who pass on kindness with more time, more peace, and more purpose. You have the power to be someone's spark today.